Hi, my name is Mona Tenjo and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Work on Your Business. And today I would like to share a few insights of working with IT and tech support centers, telephone hotlines, and so on. So I do work a lot with these types of counterparts because I help my customers implement strategic and technical systems. Therefore, I am in touch a lot with those types of institutions. Also, I have worked in the IT departments in the past, so I also know it from both sides. So I have been a support employee and I'm also a customer requiring the request, either for myself or for my customers. Therefore, I can share some insights with you today, which I'm going to do right now. First things first, whenever you contact a support hotline, a service center, whatsoever, please go in with the right mindset. These are people sitting there all day long responding to questions, responding to complaints, okay? So these people are constantly bombarded with negativity. Please keep that in mind when you contact them, because those type of people are extremely happy and extremely supportive if they feel that on the other side there's somebody who understands their point of view. Now, of course, you have an issue, you want to have it settled, totally understandable. Just always be aware that the person you are communicating with in those types of situations normally is not the cause of your problem. They are just there trying to help you. Now, those things up front clarified, okay, let's go into the 3 tips on how you can get the maximum out of your conversations. Number 1, make sure that you have all information available. Consider that the person you are talking to has no idea where exactly you're stuck, what exactly went wrong. It's like a blank page. So you have to provide them all the information required to put them in a situation where they even can help you. So you have to make them understand what exactly did you click, where exactly are you right now. Can you give them a screenshot of the picture that you are seeing? Anything that could be helpful. Which browser version are you using? Do you have any plugins on your computer? Anything that could be helpful to find where the issue is, please provide that to them, because otherwise they cannot help you. And what I have experienced in the past is those types of requests take the longest if they're not complete. So often, for example, a supplier contacts me like, hey, I have an issue, I cannot log in. Okay, but then which user account did you use? Because maybe that same supplier has several accounts. And then it came out that they don't even know which one they use. And that is the whole issue, So it's not even a technical issue. They just don't know their login information anymore. So be clear about what exactly you are asking and please provide them all information, because maybe you're just clicking a wrong button, but then people cannot help you if they don't know where you are in that moment. A second point to get the maximum out of that conversation is to understand the support levels a little bit. So the person that you are usually communicating with, whenever you go into a chat function or whenever you send a support email, there are several levels of support in IT. Usually you are dealing with a so-called first level support. This is the first row of defense, which handles the average questions that come in. For example, forgot my password, I don't know where to click, can you give me information on the plans, general information that come in. And by experience, this is 90% of all requests that come in can be handled by the first line of defense, the first level support. But there are additional levels of support behind it. So the more sophisticated you are, the more you are dealing with the second or even the third level. The second level support, in comparison to the first level, is a functional support. So usually these people are specialized to specific modules, to specific software pieces, that they can really dig a little bit deeper and help you in specific things, use cases. They are a little bit deeper in the processes and also in the software, so they have more experience. This is usually in consulting industries, this is the consultants that you deal with. So you have the normal support employees and you have consultants, right? So these are the people who really have an understanding, who are using the systems more frequently, who have seen different cases. They can usually help you on a deeper level. The third level support is then, let's say, the back end, the people that you usually don't get to speak to as a customer. This is the product experts, this is the developers, the people who are building the software. Those are the ones who have the most knowledge about what exactly is possible, and therefore you need to understand, depending on what your request is, especially when it comes to functionalities that are not available. The support may tell you this function is not available, but an IT person might know that they're actually developing it right now and it could be available in 2 weeks. Therefore, whatever request you have, it might make sense if you don't get a satisfying answer to ask them to escalate it to the next level of support. They will not do this by themselves normally, okay? They sometimes do this internally without telling you. So when they have to get feedback, and often the cases like this cannot be answered immediately, so they will have to go back to their team, you know? And if you realize the conversation takes too long or you don't really get the results, you can ask the support person to put you in direct contact with an expert. In most cases, they actually will do it. Okay, you just have to be a bit persistent and say, you know what, this could be so much easier for all of us. Can we just do that? So just be aware there are different levels of support. And depending on your request, it might make sense to even talk to a product expert because they may be even giving you a much better answer than any support employee can ever do. If you have the feeling that what you are getting as a result is not really correct, if you feel like that could be a misinterpretation because maybe you've heard already from somebody else that those things are possible, insist on speaking to an expert. Because sometimes the support employees are not fully trained yet and they actually could give you a wrong answer. In that case, insist. If you have a feeling this couldn't be really wrong or you don't get the answer you want to have, just insist on going to the next level, and usually they really know. The third point, and the final one for today, on how to handle support employees most efficiently is that you are persistent. So if you don't get the answer you want, if you don't get any answer, if it takes too long, continue asking. Don't just say like, well, whatever, I just do whatever. No, continue asking. If you cannot reach the contact person that you reached out to, go back and open a new ticket and say, hey, I already have a ticket open. Can somebody please pick this up? Because especially when a ticket is in process for some time, the people can internally flag certain tickets so that they don't show up in statistics. However, a new ticket that comes into the normal process, okay? So just be aware how systems work on that end and make sure that if a new ticket comes in, they usually have a certain response time until when they have to respond to that. So you are more urgent when you have a new ticket. So if you have a ticket that is open, just open a new one and say, hey, by the way, I have this open. I still don't have an answer. It's already like 6 weeks ago. Also feel free to take other channels. If you realize that email doesn't work, look if they have a support chat, look if they have a phone number. Maybe book yourself into some of the onboarding calls and raise your issue there. It happened to me already. I couldn't get an answer and I saw that they have onboarding programs and I said, I just booked myself in there and I said like, okay guys, I actually don't need an onboarding, but I have a support issue where nobody gives me an answer. Can you help me? And then funnily how fast things work. So don't be afraid, use Facebook communities, use any channels that you can find if you don't find the answer that you want. But don't give up, please, okay? Like there's always a solution for everything. You just have to be persistent enough to take it. So I hope these advices were helpful for you. I hope you found this valuable. Please use that. Please make sure. Please comment also. Let us know what you feel about this. Have you already had experiences like this? What is your own tips? Like, do you have any secret weapons you would like to share? Please feel free to share them. Please subscribe to our channel if you like what we are doing. Give us a like. Share it with somebody that could see it or that might need to see that. Thank you very much for staying until the end, and we see us back with another video very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.